So in Surah At-Takathur, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhaakum At-Takathur, competition for worldly gain distracts you. حتى زرتم المقابر until you come to your graves. كلا سوف تعلمون, nay, you will come to know. ثم كلا سوف تعلمون, again, nay, you will come to know. كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين, nay, if you knew for certain the consequences of your actions, you wouldn't act as you do. لترون الجحيم, you will surely see the blazing fire. ثم لترونها عين اليقين, again, you will surely see it with absolute certainty. ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم, then on that day you will surely be asked about worldly bounds. The meanings of ayahs here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, rebuking his slaves for being distracted from that for which they were created, of worshipping him alone with no partner or associate, knowing him and turning to him and giving precedence to love of him over all other things. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remind us right here on the ayahs to do not distract, okay? And remind us that our main goal here to worship him alone with no partner or associate, knowing him and turning to him and giving precedence to love of him over all other things. Competition for worldly gain distracts you from what is mentioned above. Okay, what they compete in is not specified so as to include everything that people compete to accumulate and boast about, such as accumulating wealth, children, supporters, troops, servants, status, and other things that people usually compete with one another for, where the aim is not to centrally seek the pleasures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your heedlessness and distraction continue until you come to your graves, as he mentioned, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as he says in the second ayah, حتى زرتم المقابر, until you come to your graves, whereupon reality becomes clear to you. But that is after it has become impossible for you to rectify your situation. Nothing could change at that time. The words until you come to your graves indicate that al-barzakh is something that people will pass through before reaching the realm of eternity, because the word translated here as come to literally means visit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes them as visitors, not as settlers. This points to the resurrection and ritual for deeds in an eternal realm that will never end. Hence, he warns them by saying, nay, you will come to know. Again, nay, you will come to know. Okay? كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون. Knowing what? Nay, you will come to know. Again, nay, you will come to know. If you knew for certain the consequences of your actions, you would not act as you do. That is, if you knew what lay ahead of you with knowledge that had an impact on your hearts, you wouldn't be distracted by accumulating of worldly gain, and you would hasten to do righteous deeds. But lack of certain knowledge has led you to where you are now. So it's a reminder and it's a warning for us to pay attention for our acts and just do what please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and get us close to him and close to Jannah inshallah, on the day of resurrection. You will surely see the blazing fire. That is, you will come on the day of resurrection and you will surely see the blazing fire that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prepared for the disbelievers. Again, you will surely see it with absolute certainty. That is, with your own eyes, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says elsewhere, the evildoers will see the fire and will realize that they are bound to fall into it and will find no escape from it. It's in Surah Al-Kahf. Then on that day you will surely be asked about worldly bounties. ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم that you enjoy in this world. Did you give thanks for them and fulfill your duty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala concerning them and not use them to disobey Him so that He might grant you bounty that is greater and more sublime than them. ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم. Everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give it to us here in this life, we will be asked about it on the day of resurrection. How did we use it? If we use it in a way He like it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like it, and or use it in a way He don't like it, or were you deceived by them and so you fail to give thanks for them, and perhaps you use them to disobey Allah. He will punish you for that, as He says elsewhere, on the day when those who disbelieved are brought before the fire. It will be said to them, you had your share of good things in the life of the previous world, and you had your fill of pleasure. Today you will be recompensed with humiliating punishment because you behaved arrogantly on earth without justification and because you acted repul- repulsive. What this word is?
Repulsively?
Repulsive. Repulsive.
Yeah, repulsively.
Okay. It's in Surah Al-Ahqaf. This is the meaning of this surah, and actually, we could know here that the main topic is a reminder to us, or as a warning to us, reminder and warning to us. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, remember the day of resurrection, remember the main reason for being here on earth or for being alive, to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to be a good Khalifa for Him. Okay, to do what is pleased Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to do good things, to increase our worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that we might be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our deeds. Okay, do you have any question till now?
No.
Okay, is it all clear?
Yeah.